Welcome to the English speaking and grammar classes. This is one more addition to your vocabulary as a chapter cause, reason, purpose and result. The terms related to that are combined so that you can enhance your vocabulary, and as the previous chapter which I took, that was on time, which enhanced related to time. Now it is going to be circumstances or results or the conditions. Now before I start, I request you all to please comment in the comment box, like and share the video. Please do subscribe this channel and please do so, and don't forget to press the bell icon so that you are tuned in with the upcoming videos. Now to start with, I'll tell you to you what categories I have taken here. Cause and reason. Without any cause or without any reason, we can't have anything or any action to be done. So a reason should be there, and if there is a reason, so we have a purpose, we have a aim towards it, we aim towards it on some conditions, so that is a reasons for doing something. Now if we are doing something because of something, we definitely have a result or outcome to it. Now everything, whether it is a cause, reason or purpose or result, that completely depends on the condition to what we are doing in. So all are interconnected, and I will connect it beautifully and show it to you how it will enhance your vocabulary further. Excuse me. Instead of starting with A, today I will start with condition, and you will recognize the reason behind it when I complete with the lecture. Now the four categories that I have taken for today is cause and reason. B is reasons for and purpose of doing something. Then the result, very important. If you are doing any action, that is going to culminate into a result. Then condition. So first I will take condition, and I suppose you all have guessed it, that because if there is no condition, there can't be any cause or reason or purpose doing it, and if we don't have a reason, condition or purpose of doing anything, how can the result come? So everything, for example, a very simplified example, if you don't have a condition, you don't have a condition of life of earning your bread, there will be no cause or reason for you to go and get educated, or there will be no purpose in your life, and hence you will not get any result. So all are interlinked. It's a complete flow chart of your vocabulary, and I promise if you just go through the lectures which are all together, that is in future I'll be taking consequence and contrast and many more are there, but in the past what I have taken of time, and if you just connect cause, reason, purpose, result, condition and time and contrast, all these if you connect, your vocabulary is definitely going to enhance with the situations. Now coming back to this condition, in case of, to start a sentence, in case of, why do we put in case of? When we are putting some condition, if this will be done, then only this will be done. So in case of you scored 95%, then only you can apply in that college. So in case of if in case the Prime Minister announces that opening of the lockdown, then only I can get this stationery for you. So there is a condition. Unless this thing, part 1 doesn't happen, how can part 2 happen? So unless, that is conditional. Unless you complete your basic education, going for professional studies is something impossible. So unless there is a condition, there is always a condition to it if you talk about anything of this category. On condition that or of, both can be taken, on condition that or of. You have completed your work on condition that we are going on for a party. Now What is the condition? If you complete your work, then only you are accompanying us, otherwise not. What is the otherwise? That is quite understood. Now, as long as you are very punctual for the classes, as long as you take it very seriously, as long as you are talking about the terms and revising it again and again, looking at the videos, your vocabulary is not going to be have any lack of terminologies, of situation or anything. As long as, now again a condition form is coming. Now, provided or providing, both can alter each other, depends on the sentence or the demand of the sentence. Provided the file reaches my table, I will sanction it. Provided you know the tables to be more faster in mathematical solutions. Supposing is another condition. Now, all are different, but very minute differences are there. Now, supposing you have completed your studies, then only you can pursue your badminton in future. Otherwise, we can't allow you to ignore your studies. What if you are always engaged or on a mobile and you lag behind your classes and studies? So what if? What will happen? So what condition? You have to imagine that. I repeat, this what if sentence applies to most of the students, those who are very much connected to technology. They think they are connected, but actually wasting time. Yes, technology is going to be there. We need to be tuned with it. That's why these classes are possible. Online learning is possible. But too much of anything is bad for health. So what if you are always wasting your time on mobile and technology? Your course, who will cover that? So under any circumstances, you have to
go.
Under any circumstances, whatever you decide for yourself, you have to take basic education, and that too to some level. Under any circumstances, a severistic condition where you have to imagine the worst of the results. So that is under any circumstances. Now, these are only a few examples that I am giving it to you. When I will connect it, you will find it that this is something which you needed to enhance your requirements. That nowadays, technology is the requirement of time for even education. But if you use it wisely, always. Now, I justify with it. I repeat the terms which you are taking into it. When I will complete it, I will try to connect with all. Now, cause and reason, the second one, very, very important, you will see. Now, many a times you must be feeling these are all common words. Why to attend a lecture for this? These are, we know this, but we know, are we really applying it? Are we really doing with it? Don't we feel that at times that terminology we are missing in our general conversation, when we are having conversation, or even when we are writing compositions and we are going through the answers? Are we really justifying, or we are not feeling that there is a lack of terminology? So this is the solution to that. Now, cause and reason. Now, because, since, as, somewhat the same. Because this was done, that's why this happened. Owing to the icy condition, the two lorries collided. Owing to, because. Now, owing to and because can be altered, but since and owing to can't be altered. This, again I say, there is minute difference between the two, but there is a difference. Owing to this, or owing to the students' ignorance towards regular homework revisions, his outcome or the result was not up to the mark. Now, was due to the The collision was due to the icy condition. Now see, owing to, same sentence. Owing to the icy condition, the two lorries collided. Now, the collision was due to the icy conditions. But the formation of the sentence is different, mind it. Meaning and the result is coming the same. Was caused by. The collision of the two lorries was caused by the carelessness, and when the drivers were not so attentive. The cause of too much of indulgence in technology is, at a very young age, students are feeling the use of, or need the use of, spectacles. They have that eyesight problem. The cause of too much or exposure towards technology. So that is the cause of. Now we come to some which we are not in regular use, but they are the alters of cause and reason. Sparked off. A very strong, perhaps violent reaction. The crowd sparked off against the opposition comments which were not in favor of the public. The opposition gave such comments which sparked off the public. So this is at the cause of something which sparked off. So this is also a cause, but the reaction is always aggression. Then only we can use sparked off. Now gave rise to. Now the opposition was giving comments against the government which gave rise to the protest. Now provoked and generated also give alter to this, gave rise to. So the comments of the opposition provoked the public against them, or the anger generated in the public was due to the comments given by the opposition. I suppose I am able to justify this portion. This needs attention because there is difference, but you can alter gave rise to, provoked and generated. But sparked off is completely different because there is a complete different meaning to it, but this is a part of cause and reason. Now brought about or led to. Can be altered but cannot be altered with provoked and generated. The speech or the suggestions given, the new suggestions or conditions applied by the Prime Minister brought about a great change in the society, or led to a great change in the society. So I suppose I justify with this. Stems from. Now stems, the roots, the reason of something. So the allegations of the public stems from the comments given by the opposition. So what was the stem? What was the reason of this aggression? The comments given by the opposition. So you can see you can't alter these, but the meaning is somewhere coming the same. Arouse out of cannot be altered with sparked off, but it is somewhere near to that scale. Arouse out of. The public was aroused out of the allegations made by the opposition, or you can say the students arouse out of the allegation made by the President Union. Anything which you related to a bit of anger or protest, then sparked off and arouse out of can be used. Now we come to this one. I suppose today's topic is going a bit heavy because these are real application words which we use in our vocabulary. Now we come to reasons for and purpose of doing something. When we talk about it, the reason for the reason for the new video is to enhance the vocabulary. The reason for encouragement towards reading of newspaper is to enhance vocabulary. With the aim of improving the writing skills, the students started reading a lot. The students started inculcating reading habits in them with the aim of improving their writing skills. So somewhere I justify the meaning of these two, and the purpose of the students to be good writers was the reason why they came to the library classes regularly. So these three can be altered, but the rest, when I'm going to talk, they are not able, they'll not be the alter of these. Now I'll talk of motives. My motives for doing this, my motives, this is my motive, this was the motive why the civilization got established near the rivers. So motive and the purpose. The motives of the government are clear, to save the life of the people, to work as a unit. So that is motives. With the view to or with the view of completely depends on the demand of the sentence, whether it will be to or whether it will be of. With the view of new rules applied in the school forum, the lecture were planned. Now promoted. Promoted is something, again, excuse me, sorry, prompted. Sorry, promoted is somewhere in the next, prompted. Something which came to the mind, and that was the reason of doing this. It prompted me that I have to work on my students' vocabulary, so the terminologies were collected into one. On the grounds of, these are the conditions, on these grounds only you can get the form for this competition. So you have to fulfill these conditions, then only you will get the form or you can apply. And often that can be altered according to the demand of the sentence. Now first I will justify these three, combination of these three. Okay, blind, somewhere, okay, where, under any circumstances, and blindly generated. Okay, the students generated a good message amongst their friends that under any circumstances they need to come out as winners, or winners as Corona warriors. So this was something. Now blindly, if we want to connect any two, that will create it into, we can, if we just connect any of the two, we can connect, it will connect the paragraph and it will come out into, and the meaning of that we are putting under condition, we are putting under cause and reason, that will be clear to you when we will merge it out. Okay, now if I take brought about and unless great changes in the laws are brought about, it will not lead to any further change. So unless these conditions are changed, it will not lead to any further changes.
Good.
Now we'll talk about the results, because if these conditions or reason or purpose is there, result ought to be there. Now as a result, as a consequence or consequently, as a result of the change in law, the students were able to follow their timetable. Now these three can be altered very easily. The result of and resulted in can be altered. The result of the new law was that the students were able to follow their timetable more promptly. The outcome of the suggestions were that they were able to concentrate on their studies for more hours. the upshot. Upshot is again a result, but it can't be taken as a direct result. You can't say for any result or marks that are coming, they can't be upshots. Upshot is something related to circumstances, reasons and cause. When we relate to that, then only upshot can be applied. I suppose I've quite to a large extent I'm able to justify, and I hope that you will inculcate these terminologies into your vocabulary and enhance it in your writing also. When you write it and you try to just, if you go through the video 2 to 3 times, these things will automatically come in you, these words will automatically try to come in you, and will try to bring it to your writing also, because this will give a good start, or even the thoughts will automatically come, because they are the words which enhance the word power, the meanings, they enhance your vocabulary. So it is good for spoken English also, and for your grammatical writing, whether it is a composition or solving a comprehension. Now coming to that, I'll request you again to please do comment in the comment box, like and share the video. Please do subscribe the channel, and that should be done. And don't forget to press the bell icon so that you are tuned in with the upcoming videos. A lot more is there for grammar and spoken English. Thank you so much.